Hey, welcome guys, welcome to my new video, another video. I'm back again on a beautiful day. So, as you know, I always try to discuss with you guys some good topics, anything that can actually help you guys grow, and not make certain mistakes. So I just take the experiences that I went through, I take the knowledge that I know, I research what the elders have gone through, I check out some reviews, I ask people I know, I grab that knowledge and I bring it to my channel, guys, so you guys can use it to grow and not to make the mistakes that you might have made in the future if you haven't watched this video before, So this is just a channel for you to actually get knowledge so that you make better choices in the future. Now, I wish I had something like this growing up, but I didn't, you know what I mean? So one may wonder why I started a channel like this, because I lost my father at a very young age. I think I was 11. And I really wish I had a mentor, someone who would have told me some things, The only thing I really remember from my father was never fight, because fighting is very stupid, right? And that's an idea. I should actually make a video about that. Why you should always avoid altercation, guys. There's really no need to be fighting with anyone. There's a lot of ways to sort out certain situations, right? You don't have to be punching people, dragging people around to get what you want, And the ghetto university you'll really learn some good lessons if you go around having a short temper, guys. So yeah, I should make a video about that. So let's get to this video today, which is about how to find a girlfriend to wife type of girl. You know what I mean? Now, someone may wonder, like, what am I talking about? What do I mean? What I really mean, guys, is you, at some point, you have to date with the idea that you're trying to settle down, Now, of course, marriage is not for everyone, but at the end of the day, when they say your partner is very important, guys, more so important than even your own mother, whoever you date can affect you drastically, guys. Finance, health, psychological health, almost everything, guys. Who you sleep with on your side of your bed can make you or break you, guys. Now, how do you find a girl to wife type of girl, So, growing up, I'm not that old, right? But growing up, I dated just for the sake of dating, I went through this date, that date, and every single year, I thought I will find someone better, Now we just dated 3-4 months. Now we just dated a year, 2 years. There's always more. There's always a lot of fish in the sea. That's what you hear. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of fish in the sea. You are going to be okay, guys. Now, let me tell you all something. That nonsense is false, guys. As much as there's a lot of human beings, whether it's 8 or 9 billion of us, you have to create your own little special world, guys. And I can tell you this right now. Dealing with a lot of females, what happens is not only do you lose focus, you lose finances, you don't execute your goals because you're dealing with so many personalities, guys. Now, you tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to find a girl I'll settle down with next year. This year, I just want to have some fun, and I'll see what happens. Lo and behold, something that happened to me, right? Before I knew it, I was 30 years old. And I said to myself, geez, where did all the time go? Now my friends are getting married, and most of the girls they got married to are people they dated in their early 20s. So they had the whole history of 5 to 6 years, and eventually later those became their baby mamas and they got married to them, Now again, I'm not saying anything about marriage. That could be your cup of tea or not. But what I'm trying to say is at some point, you gotta pick a partner, especially if you want to have kids and be a parent, right? If you're a type of person who doesn't really care about kids, go on, my brother, do you? But you sort of want to make sure that your kids come from someone who's pre-planned. You know, so by pre-planned, I mean the type of girl that 80% of you will be like, you know what, I don't mind, she's the mother of my kids. In fact, we're not that in a super relationship, but she's got at least more than half of the qualities that I'm looking for a baby mama if I'm not trying to marry her, you know. And if that's supposed to be a wife, and that's even better, you know. Anything 80% is pretty good, if you know what I mean. So you don't want to find yourself with a one night stand, what the hell is this type of woman coming to you and letting you know that she's pregnant. That is how, guys, you end up having the type of woman, type of baby mama that you can't even take to the mall, guys. That you want to be seen with her in the streets. And there's a lot of those out there, guys. A whole lot of accidental babies. Babies that shouldn't have been in this world, but they're there. You know, shout out to the ones that are born from married parents. You know, we're not out of wedlock, guys. We're the genuine stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to end up with a baby mama that has the qualities you're looking for, at least more than half. Now, how does that happen? How does that happen? I'll tell you how. You need to stop goofing around with girls that you feel like they ain't your type. They don't have certain qualities. You know what I mean? So if you kept your penis, for example, in your pants, and only whipped it out to girls that you consider an 8 or a 9 to you, don't you think, should any one of them ever get pregnant, you will at least say to yourself, she's crazy at times, you know, but I'll tell you what, she's got hella qualities. I know, should anything ever happen to me in this world, she's the kind of woman who can play the role of a mother. I've got so much faith in her. We're not on real good talking terms, but the qualities she has, who she is, I am pretty sure she will be a good mom with or without me. And that's what you're looking for, guys. You don't want to be chasing all these girls just because of physique. You know, just because of the way they look. That is not going to end well for you guys. What you're going to have baby mamas who will take you to court. You don't even want to see them. Your baby's going to come out looking like the mom. You'll lose your mind even further. So you got to be very careful. The nice thing about being a guy, guys, well, let's talk about the downfall. We don't get to have intimacy unless she says so, right? But the cool thing about being a guy is you make the first move, guys. The power normally is with us. A woman will never chase you like that unless it's a groupie, of course. But at the end of the day, you'll never find a situation whereby a woman raped the man, right? So it's always on us, which means the power's in your hands to literally pick who is worth getting your seat, guys. Check that out. Crazy power, right? Women don't even think they've got all the power, but in reality, men do. But now, having a high penis discipline is where most males fail, guys. And that is where you have to practice controlling that, guys. You cannot be a player for 15 years, get to 30-something years old and say to yourself, okay, I'm done now. Let me settle down. That is why a lot of married people always end up in divorce, guys. There's always a lot of reasons why people divorce, but you then need to understand that you cannot build a habit for 15 years and then the following year just shut it off, guys. It doesn't work like that. You taught yourself to be a player. When you get married, you will not stop being a player immediately. It will take you a while. And unfortunately, more than 50% of men fumble. And that is how their women end up catching them, signing a divorce, and they lose half of their stuff just like that, you know. So with the wife, guys, with the girlfriend-to-be wife, mess with someone you can see good qualities in, good potential, guys. Now, you'll never find 100% woman, guys. That's more or less what this video is about. You will never find 100% woman, someone that's already made. I thought I could do it. I really thought I could seek and find someone who's very, very close to what I want. And the reality is, it is impossible. It's 1 in a million. Once in a while, a guy will get a woman who is the perfect look, the perfect personality, the perfect family, the perfect knowledge, whatever. If you like an academic woman, with no kids, probably drinks a little, doesn't smoke, what he may consider a 10 over 10. Something like that, guys, happens once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? But here's the cool part. It is possible for someone to broom or be with a potential that's going to move to a 10. There are a lot of potential to 8s, potentials to 9, potentials to 10. You got to find someone before they get to that diamond state, guys. You got to see the little sparkle in them at a younger age. Stick with them, help them grow. They change, you change, they develop, you develop, and together you change into a cut fine diamond, guys. Now, the mistake I made as a young man was I really thought I will find someone who was already made, guys. And I can tell you right now, it does not work like that. You cannot have everything in a woman, guys. Perfect woman, perfect personality, has got a kid. She got pregnant as a teen. She was 17, had a kid, doesn't speak to the baby daddy. She's 25, has all the qualities you have, but now you gotta wait out. Good personality, good qualities in her, but has a kid. Do you play stepfather or do you go back in the streets and look for someone, guys? She's a 10, she's hot, the family is great. She doesn't smoke much, she doesn't drink, but she has a nasty attitude, guys. You've seen her. I'm sure you've came across those. Hot thing, family is good, money is great, but there's just something about that personality, guys. And you knew that if it wasn't for those lips, that fine booty, there is nothing else here that you'd benefit from except for having beautiful kids, because her personality is so nasty. You knew very well from the start, this cannot be the baby mom of your kids, but you do it anyways. And you cannot get married to a woman like that. Other women, everything is perfect, guys, but the family structure is just off. Down to earth girl, doing her education, but there's just so much going on in the family background. You saying to yourself, I can dip myself into this. You know what I mean? But the reality, guys, is there are some qualities and things that someone can change with over time. Especially the one of looks. You do not have to get a girl who's a 10, guys. You can simply work on goals, work on a business together, help her grow, support her in finishing off school. And as time goes, you will make more money. And you know very well that money cleans people up. You know what I mean? And that for the family pictures will look way better in the future because now mommy and daddy got money. But the trick is that guy found that girl while she was still a 6.5, but saw the potential in her, So you guys need to understand that you cannot spend your days waiting for fine, refined, diamond type of people, guys. I made the mistake. I want to share in this video that you need to find yourself a rough diamond, guys, with certain qualities that you can see in them. And you know that in a couple of years, they are going to be cleaned out and the real person will pop up. You know what I mean? Do not wait for the perfect person. Even for you girls, do not wait for the perfect man. You want a man who's looking good, who's tall, who's got a job, who doesn't have any kids. That is far-fetched nowadays. You gotta find a man that you can develop, that you can support along the way, because this is the same person that thanks you later by being there for you, even if the slave queens come and try to snatch him. He remembers that this is my baby. She was with me through all the ups and downs. You know, this thing of trying to find people who are already made, who have got their millions, it always backfires. We've seen a lot of situations whereby millionaires don't pay child support. She found him already made. She thought that all she could add to him was a booty, and the booty is not enough. The guy, mostly the rich guys, they always respect the people that love them for who they were. That is why you find that he might even get married to a high school sweetheart, even if he had all these other options. That's because we like surreal girls, guys. We like girls that love us without the finances. You know what I mean? All this thing of, what you call this movie again, with this guy, the sexual movie. I even forgot this movie, but with the sexual movie, a lot of hot scene, 50 Shades, that's the movie. It doesn't work like that, girls. You will not find a guy who owns a 50-story building. It does not work like that. Build slowly. Find a partner. Refine each other. You know, let's also make that clear. Refine each other, because you're not perfect as well. So you need someone that's going to polish you whilst you polish them. Polish them and they polish you. And over time, you guys are just going to be diamonds together. And that will make the relationship even more firm, because you guys started off with a foundation. I didn't find you with 5 cars. You didn't find me with 5 cars. You can't have it all, guys. You can't have the perfect family, a girl with no kids, a girl with money, a girl with a good job, a girl who's a dime, who's a 10. You cannot get a 5/5, guys. There's always repercussions for that. You know, once in a blue moon, there's a lucky guy out there who finds a girl who has all these 5 and is actually sincere. And that might be a sugar mama, you know. now you might have to deal with the old age. You 25 and your girl is 38. Hey, be careful, man. Okay, so that's it, guys. Find someone that you can refine. Turn a girl into a wife through refinement. Do not jump for people who are already made. They are not going to respect you as much. Get yourself someone who's on their way to their thousands, who's on their way to their millions. Make that money together. Discipline each other, help each other on your goals. And then after 10, 15, 20 years, you guys are going to get there, and the relationship will have a solid foundation, guys. That's how you find a partner. So that's today's message, guys. Find somebody you can grow with. Stay away from these already made people. They come with consequences. They will let you know during the divorce that, listen, you already found me rich. You already found me rich. And they can never respect you like that. Stay on your level, guys. Move up the level together. Do not look for someone who's here like a slave queen and you are here. Get someone who's on your same level or just below you or just above you and work it out together, guys. Okay, that's today's message. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. 1.